teenager, I did spend a lot of time in my room. Yeah, I did.
I wanted my own space a lot.
It's really important that teenagers know it's okay to have their own space and that you're not going to be constantly banging on their door and asking them what they're doing and what they're up to. Psychologically, actually having that space is all part of them developing their sense of independence and autonomy, which is essential for them as they go on into adulthood.
It's okay sometimes. It would be nice to see her occasionally.
Some people like being on their own, so it's different with each child, but I think everybody needs their own sort of space.
Having our own private space is really important for our sense of development. It can give us an opportunity to actually go inward a bit and kind of become more self-reflective. So it's an opportunity to learn more about yourself. So it may be that actually all they're doing is watching television or surfing the net, but actually often there may be quite a lot of kind of introspection going on as well. Often young people will be in their room because they're studying as well, and although often that involves having some music on or television on in the background, which some of us oldies find a little bit hard to understand, it is the place where actually they can really concentrate. It's really important that we respect young people's privacy. It's an important part of our culture and part of our world. We expect them to respect our privacy, so obviously we need to respect theirs. So that means if they are in their room, you knock on the door and you wait to be invited in before you go in. It means that you resist the temptation to go through their things when they're not there to find out what they may be up to. If you have questions, you ask them, but actually you allow their space to be their space.
They don't go in there anymore. They kind of leave it, they're like, that's your space, you can do what you want with it.
By not constantly being suspicious or asking questions, just letting them know that actually you're entitled to your space, and actually I trust that what you are doing in that room is something that's healthy and productive and whatever, is a really, really important part of building a trusting and respectful relationship. It's really important that young people learn self-responsibility, and one of the ways we do that as parents is to actually let them have a lot more control of what they do and the decisions they make. And often that is precisely what is happening behind closed doors. We're letting them decide how they spend their time, what they're doing with that time, and we're not actually being involved in that process at all. So it's all part of teaching responsibility. Some parents worry when their child is very withdrawn for a long period of time that it might actually be something like depression. But actually a lot of the symptoms of depression, like not eating properly, sleeping very long hours, being apathetic and lacking in motivation, are actually just very typical teenage attributes. Of course, in some extreme circumstances it might actually be depression, particularly if you know that a significant event has happened in their life. So if you are worried about that, do check out NHS Direct or go and visit your GP.